For sure. Mm. But yeah, though, saying back to your thoughts, your your creation, something that you never leave alone, you know. So that should always be your creativity, whatever you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So right now with the sun in Aries, with the sun in any sign, Aries to Pisces. Um, it's just the indicator to what part you're at, you're on, and know that everything's a process, everything's a routine or a pattern, you know. So just with just by knowing that, you put, but yeah, what I'm saying. You add on to your creativity, your mind, whatever you got, you're creating. You're as your baby, as your you know, it's kind of why people be calling cars like they babies or whatever. You know. So it's just ways of looking at things. So remember, you got a high angle, a high arch of how to come at something, come at life itself. you that's just what it is. You're a individual that comes comes at it with a different angle, with a different approach. So, I mean, everybody is doing that. Just you see what creates groups or gangs of stuff, of thoughts, of cliques or whatever. However, since so I know what 19 degrees. So we already. I don't even know how third days be flying, bro. Sometimes, because if you're sitting there waiting on something to come bad, then it's gonna feel like it's really an eternity. But every day you go through the motions. So you uh, the feelings of certain mentalities, certain can put you in a world all day long. You waking up with a certain thing on your mind, or for like it's like saying waking up on the wrong side of the bed. It's because you wake up and you already got bullshit on your mind. or your day ain't about to be about shit. So your thoughts ain't you ain't worried or a or giving a fuck about where your mind's at every instant. So then you're not able to have the proper thoughts or to be anywhere near that, anywhere near bright a bright star. Um, I can be anybody, like saying such as myself, and I ain't gonna you know ignore change. I ain't gonna ignore where it's not may not be the case all the time, but if you at least try to have your mind in that type of pot, it's how you check each other. So if somebody really around you, like goofing off or whatever, you let them know hey bro, you slacking, or hey bro, that's how you become good to yourself and others. So everybody know you got a side to you, especially if you know what you're doing and you know that things can change real quick. You know, that you ain't always gotta be nice and this and that and the third. Sometimes you can come at it real rude, but you know how it's gonna be perceived. You're almost gonna be, you know. So it's not used unless it's called for, unless it's too much playing around in the world, or saying, duties and responsibilities ain't taken care of, and that's what angels, like those type of minds start getting mad at people. You know what I'm saying? So but you run out of sun in Aries, so I'm saying it is a kickoff energy, like spring off. So you can this when the weather, the outside temperature starts to change. So it's always changed in the world, like every day different temperatures. So it's like really every day's the change to the environment, to the world. So that's how you go about it. Just how you go about expressing yourself, about if you start enjoying what you're doing, just being observant to things, being like a student of shit, of you know everything in general. you just a lot more open minded to things, uh going a little beyond just surface, just and start implying that in your day-to-day life, whoever you are, in any action you take after that, it's just different, bro. Like, and it can be me, it can be others that are me in some way, shape, because they playing similar actions. So, not saying that everybody is, because that's impossible. Everybody got their own individual soul space to perceive things from, but they just whenever people start creating similar energies that you know where you gotta give flowers where it's due because that's somebody's saying that's who creates certain things in the world. So but yeah. So just adding on to your world, you know, to whatever it is that you do, you know, you you're doing your energy every day. I'm saying so you're practicing what you're preaching because you're doing whatever it is you're telling others. I'm saying so, but you have to be doing it yourself first. So make sure that everything you be saying makes sense in some way, shape, or form. Gotta make shape out what you're talking about. You gotta make saying, a way of explaining what you're talking about. You gotta put in some sort of form so everybody knows what you're talking about. So whenever you're just breaking down simple daily tasks you can get into, like checking yourself, checking your surroundings, checking you know, your parameter, which is within your creation boundaries, dealing with the all possible every day, you know. You don't know what you are capable of if you don't just try yourself. And you ain't competing against nothing else but your motherfucking self every day. And it's good to have it like friendly, too. Like, that's how you keep your clique or your gang, kind of like, your group, that's how you keep them in tune, having little games or whatever for like mental game, not like in a bad how y'all be, but like some that's y'all know y'all doing it. Everybody in the group. It's not like somebody don't know. So it's like so y'all can keep yourselves in check and stuff like that. But dealing with different people every day and stuff, you gotta keep yourself in tune and stuff. Like you gotta love what you do. You gotta love uh, your life. Yeah, your life. And if you still ain't found a love for what it is that you do, it's alright. You got time. Y'all got time. Y'all got time to figure it out. It ain't hard. It is if you tell yourself. I mean, nobody said shit was gonna be. Neither. Nobody told you anything. You're making everything up. Now there is things in the world that do show you what it is, you know. So, like, if you want to say you live in a good world or bad world, I mean, it's really like good, you know what I'm saying? But it's just shady things going on in it sometimes. But that's always been going on. Whatever's happening now, whatever's always been going on, it's happening now. Mm. You gotta find it within yourself. But so you just gotta find a drive to make you want to do anything in life. You know, like you know what I'm saying, you just gotta add on to your day. I mean, moving in that kind of shape and those kind of actions, whatever. However you see yourself, however you see, you know, it's things you can't even break down to everybody because people ain't even got them all there at the moment. You see people are in Abraham's bosom and saying, just thinking about ridiculous stuff that don't deal with making themselves something hard. You know, you gotta be hard. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be hard. Mm, 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 mm. You can't let nothing take you down. Yeah, yeah. Stop, drop, and roll. Now everybody did the. Hey, you know them sounds, man. You know them sounds, bro. Man, listen, straight up from the basement. Hey, man. So, shit, Oh God, they're fast, bro. Oh my God, y'all ever seen mosquitoes that motherfucking big? Plague by Cordis. Why, bro? Y'all ever seen them fucking mosquitoes, bro? I don't. It's the first time I seen a mosquito that motherfucking them bitches like this big, and then they be fucking. They like they back. It's mating. So I don't even know, but you know what I'm saying? They back is back like to each other. So they just stuck flying around like that. Like what the fuck? I know y'all seen them bitches. Oh God, fucking buzz and shit, mutating and shit. I ain't never seen this shit. I ain't never seen them that big. Pause. Oh man, good. But Chado, I'm saying, moving through these times. Oh, but Chado, you're always in the now though. Like you always, like that's really what you be in. Sometimes whenever you know how it's not too much in your mind about what could be or what's gonna be or what tomorrow holds or not. And sometimes you're too much in like you're like what already happened and shit, your past and shit. So those are tools though. They're just tools, you know, once you know what I'm saying. Jesus died so you can live. But you know, so this really like 10 degrees it went, then another 10 degrees right now. It's at 19. Insane. Then it's just 10 more degrees left of Aries. You know, so you know, I'm saying just whenever you're looking at what you're creating and stuff, you know that's the time where you're in. So, so, so you can direct your actions accordingly to, you know what I'm saying, to how you want to make your creation. You know, just saying so. Everything just cycles, you know what I'm saying? Everything just coming back around, you know, it's just like the moon, saying coming back around like every 2 hours, you know, that's a house, uh, you know, however you want to look at it. I bet the common individual in the world just looks at it like, because so there's creative people there too, so you know they just may do it by the hour, you know, by the days, months, and you know, which that's how everybody really should be looking at it. But I'm saying days, months, years, I'm saying whether they understand time cycles or not, you know, they're gonna get creative in some way, shape, or form because everybody, it's like a law down here almost. It's like everybody's got to do something. If not, you wouldn't have made a stimuli to be born in here in this world. Everybody here because of some sort of desire, you know, or want or need. Well, that comes after, you know, your desire. So you want and need. So, but what do you do though? Like, what do y'all actually that says, oh, like you, you deserve this because you do this, and does that actually, you know what I'm saying, balance itself out in a scale? Because if it don't off the rip, you're gonna lose it anyways, no matter how much of it you gain. It's not done the right way. It's not done with God. You know what I'm saying? So anything that goes against that, you're bound to lose. You just jeopardizing whatever you do get. You know, until you, I'm saying, start doing right for yourself, so it won't get no easier. Chattanooga. You from Chattanooga? Everybody a creator. It's just somewhere aware of certain things. Some of them, some people just ain't. And you see it in the world. Whenever you look at some people that just live purely for the world, to pay their bills or whatever. And then there's people that take whatever they get of the world by working or whatever, and then they do something with it. So they find a purpose in doing which is what feels right, you know, beyond scales, beyond measures. I'm saying because you know it's just something you can't explain with words, but yet you gotta use it just to express what's on your mind or whatever. But it's something beyond just this specific mind that everybody gets clinged on to just because it's the current one they're in. What the fuck kind of bug? Yeah. See how it made me react? Is this that whole little environment that say got in my vortex for a sec, man? You gotta fuck up, boy. Damn right. So bug, so kind of bug. You know what I'm saying? Not so you see, it's like a whole thing. Okay, it's that thing. Now it's a whole list of that same species there. Like space within space. Different types of woods, different types of saying all that. But yeah, I'm saying? You gotta know how to create. I'm saying? You gotta know how to spark. I'm saying? You gotta know how to. You may not always have the emotional support there or whatever, and you may not feel like doing, or you gotta be more powerful, more you gotta be stronger than the currents of the world, of the you can't let the external move you around, saying saying take you down a different direction. You gotta be strong. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that come from Mars and shit too. Having having motherfucking a surety in your mind, you know, having being firm about something, being you know, so anytime you're doing anything, you know, you have that energy with you that you're you're expanding in that area. So in any area, it's in anything you start putting your mind into, so you start but you know what I'm saying, it's something you always doing. So just being here, being present to the moment, to just makes you who you are. Every day, just being in this world. You know what I'm saying, chilling with the moon in Capricorn. So, just a cycle, doing what it's doing, movement, change. So everybody's just moving towards 8, yeah, from 6 to 8, uh, 8 to 10. I'm saying 10 to 12. I'm saying that's that piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? For the day. I'm saying, yeah, you're just creating cycles. You know what I'm saying? So, so what you doing that holy that that's what they call them, holy. It's like imagining where you would be at 12, you know, in the next few hours or whatever. You know how they be asking you saying to when you're saying school or whatever. They're like, where you see yourself, or I don't know, the service they may be asking somewhere in the world of like where you see yourself, saying in this amount of time or whatever. So you're creating your environment, creating so creating your own. We're all creating the environment. So with ourselves, about interact, about being in the world. You want to make sure that when you're doing something, so you just, you know what I'm saying, doing it as fully yourself, like something that that you wouldn't do, saying you never do, because that's just not you. So, and observing too, just observing and learning. If that's where you at, because we ain't about to be playing somebody you're not. You can only be your motherfucking self. So if you know we're just going through this time, that's you just know we're going through this time. And how does the external world express that? Everything's coming back to life. It's spring. So the energy, that's how you should push out your energy. Not like it's winter, not like it's dead, and you're saying, Just carry yourself in it, saying like it's like the time you in. Not you're not about to be doing something old and outdated. Something that you already done. Saying you're not about to do the same old boring stuff. So, different seasons, different times bring different actions, different sides of you, different things. You know, so you just so you follow your path, you know, and your path is not it's not fully always shown to you or revealed to you. So you got that's why you got to be doing positive things, you know, more than saying other stuff, you know, that you shouldn't really be doing. It's like just things you already know, though. It's like you know you can do certain things. It's just just every day you get to do things again, you know, just however you know structure that. You know, certain days is however you want to do it. You saying you can put them towards working towards certain something, or but really, you know, well everybody got self will and individuality, so you know everybody gets to do whatever they want, but you know, it's just something to do, you know. Every anything y'all ever hear me or see me do, so, it's cause it's I'm interested. You know what I'm saying that I mean I think that's kind of anybody. You know what I'm saying that's different signs may express themselves differently. It, different types of people born around different types of times of the year. And if you group them up, I'm sure like they do play out similar traits or similar things that people are able to see. I'm just not able to see at this current moment in time how some of the or what some of those things are called or whatever. I'm not even fully deep into keeping track of the moon and saying the closest body. Let's say play as minutes, I guess. You know, um, but what matters is that like at least once you already onto that, you by default you're setting a path for life. You're on to something, like that, like for real, like no games, like you're really onto making something because you was able to look at the now from the get go, from the off the real, from the beginning. You was able to see that energy, from birth. I'd say, like you was born activated. Everybody is. I mean, it's just how you set up your mind from the beginning. A lot of y'all might have possibly already passed up on a lot, or saying, but certain people it's just it's like examples. People, regardless, everybody becomes something to acknowledge from, to take information. Just you in existing yourself. Somebody is always, people whoever may be around you or whatever, use you, and you vice versa. Same way you use everybody to know how to adjust yourself and things like that. How to, you know. So it ain't good to be up to no good, bro. In other words, like I'm just running out break. Basically, yeah. Just keep in mind the sun and moon, the times of the year are at this time with the year, and whoever script made that, they some motherfuckers. I ain't gonna hold you. Whoever was able to put down, create that. I'm sure anybody, if they was at that point of time, things. That's what they had to work with. That's what they had to do. So, we're not in those times. We're in updated new Wi-Fi times and shit. Like uh, you know, like you ain't gotta call your homies with smoke signals no more and shit like that. By yelling, whatever. You know what I'm saying. I feel like a tribe leader. I feel like a tribe leader. Couldn't that be a song? Couldn't that be? Couldn't it? I feel like a tribe leader. I mean, everybody should be leaders. You see what I'm saying? Bitch is a star leader. No. I got idea though. It's just yeah, just bringing like more people that are in, you know, cause you just gotta work. Gotta work, man. I'm saying, yeah. I mean, everybody doing so much shit. For everybody gotta get their butt up or whatever. You know, just everybody get their cars dealt differently sometimes. You know? Or you're the one dealing. You know, wherever you dealt yourself is what you dealt yourself. Now you know you can't point a finger at nobody, whether it was or it wasn't somebody's fault. You know, it's all just in the game. You just know you're becoming something new. You know what I'm saying? Out of the elements, periodic table. You know what I'm saying? You're becoming a new type of new type of creature every day. Just say you better believe it. Say I ain't playing. You see it happen to people around. You see it happen to everybody. It's like you seeing something new every day. Yes, it is. I love all y'all from the bottom line. Stay safe, man. Fight boss, bitch. Arcane Uriel with Drippy Jam. Oh.